4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, not paying no mind. This your girl Janae of All Things Janae, and welcome back to your favorite channel. Tonight I'm going to be showing you guys how to sublimate a coffee mug using the Cricut Mug Press, a coffee mug blank, parchment paper, heat tape, and then of course sublimation printer, ink, and paper. So for today's mug, I decided to just go ahead and use a PNG that I already had in my phone. And so I headed on over to Canva in order to get my sizing correct. And as you can see, I went to Create New and then Mug. And this template gives you the correct dimensions, which are 3.3 inches by 3.3 inches for your design. Okay, so once you get to this screen, you're simply just going to go to Uploads on your left-hand side. And then either import the image that you have from your phone or whichever device that you choose to import it from. Or you can actually create your own, but I decided not to do that with this tutorial. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. You just dragging and dropping the image and just stretching it to fill that 3.3 by 3.3 inches. And once you get the sizing and the positioning correctly, you're just simply going to go up to your right-hand corner and hit share and then download. And then on the next screen, you're just going to hit download again once you see the purple. Okay, so why I didn't realize till I got ready to do this voiceover that both of these designs that pop up, that Tried It in a Small Town and the Try Jesus Not Me Because I Throw Hands, was a little violent. I'm really a peacemaker, y'all. I promise. Okay, now that your image is completely downloaded, you're just going to go to File in your left-hand corner and then select Print. Okay, now you're going to select U.S. Legal or U.S. Letter for your paper size. Depending on what size paper you have, I always use U.S. Legal because I have the 8.5 by 14. Also, you're going to select 2 copies per page, one for both sides of the coffee mug. Okay, so as you can see here, once I chose 2 copies per page, the images were increased greatly in size. So all I did was go over to scale and then put in 102%. So it'll be the correct size for the coffee mugs, which are 11 ounces. Then I just simply went and flipped my image horizontally so I can mirror it for sublimation. Then I went and selected the correct color profile and also the correct print settings, and then I was ready to print. Okay, now that I have the images printed, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut the designs out into squares so they'll fit onto the coffee mug. Once I got the designs cut out, I just went ahead and flipped the coffee mug over, made sure there was like no specks or anything on it before pressing it, and then I politely just laid one of the designs on the coffee mug. Make sure it's facing up correctly, of course. Get it airtight and then just tape it down. And just to prevent any air bubbles or anything like that, because it will reflect in your finished product, I just always tape all 4 sides down. And another thing, when it comes to making coffee mugs with these type of images, you kind of want to make sure you center them by sliding the image down just a little smidget instead of starting it at the very top. And once I got that side taped down correctly and smoothed all the air out of it, I just switched over to the other side and just began to do the same process. So you don't want to. Okay, now that I have both sides taped down correctly, as you can see here, I'm just going to go over to my coffee mug press, turn it on, and wait for it to get completely hot. Also, as you can see here, I'm going to use parchment paper so that nothing bleeds onto the coffee mugs. I actually sped this clip up, but as you can see here, it takes the mug press a minute to warm completely up, but once it's done, it'll turn green. Okay, now that it's green, the coffee mug is ready to press. But for some reason, the clip I had got deleted. But nevertheless, I just politely lift the flap to the right-hand side up to insert the coffee mug. And of course, I wrapped it with some parchment paper to make sure nothing bleeds onto the coffee mug. And then I just put the flap back down to close it. And then once it starts, as you can see, the 5 dots, as it progresses, each one of those begin to light up until the cup is completely finished. This process takes about 10 minutes roughly to complete. Okay, and as you can see here, once all 5 lights start flashing simultaneously, the coffee mug is considered done, and you can just lift the handle and remove your coffee mug. But be careful, I only want to touch the handle because the coffee mugs are extremely hot at this point. Okay, so for the big reveal, I'm just going to politely hold the coffee mug by the handle because it's still hot at this point. They actually stay hot for quite some time. And I'm just going to take the weeding tool and just peel my tape backwards to a point where I can just rip it off without actually touching the coffee mug. And then I'm just going to reveal the design, which you guys have already seen. I'm not sure where that red, I'm thinking that red spot came from the tape. I might have reused that tape on accident. And of course, you're just going to go ahead and complete the same exact process for the opposite side. But once you're completed that process, now you have your fully sublimated coffee mug. Let me know what you guys think about this tutorial in the comments. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want a tutorial on a full wrap, let me know that as well. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, tag, and subscribe.